Hello, folks. Well. So today is one of the newest. Okay, I'm live in Fusagasugá, Colombia. All right. It has been so long for 2023 to pass by, and things just got a little effed up. I think. I mean, it gets a little effed up because, it's a little fucked up in 2023 because of what is going on, right? So the reason I'm gonna tell you this is because of that. All right. So this is so called what is going on right now. What is going on in suddenly. Please, I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna put I just downloaded some shorts and everything like that. When things like that going on, please support the sport. Are you watching? Please, if you see some freaking okay, please don't hop on the Mets bandwagon, folks. If you see the owner of the New York Yankees grabbing a machine gun and using it on everybody, all right? So that's is how you have, or in other words, just go with the flow. Just go with the flow, and then things will settle in, and not to be criticized, and will not be have people on television to criticize for something else that says the fans are becoming anti-Semitic. That's what it is. You have to keep it on with the flow. So what it is about this 2023 thing of what's going on about this year. All right, so most likely in out of all, of Miss Nicaragua won Miss Universe. That's one thing. Rangers won the World Series. Please, when you know about this, just please support the team. Please, just Yankee fans, support the Yankees. Even if you see a man, the owner of the New York Yankees, grabbing a machine gun and using it on people. All right. So that's about it. And I could say that because I don't want people to always know about all of this, because one thing that will happen in 2024, there's like some about of all the crazy things going on there. It's going on there because get ready to hold on to the year 2024, and for all you waiting for, the war in Ukraine and the sanctions on Russia is something that I would say, okay, this is just how the world is going to people choosing sides and all that stuff. Well, this is what else I could say. It's not like I'm just gonna vote for somebody in the USA or whatever it is, for Canada that says allow cops to use machine guns on people. All right, so put about that. Yes, I might just saying, okay, there's things that have to be fixed on, and there's like I did my other previous video, and why everybody should get along. This Holy Land conflict going on there, where it's going to go to a chance that we're people, it is okay. Let me tell you my freaking predictions of 2024, of all these crazy things are gonna go on, right? So what is all these crazy things are going to go on? Let me just give you my own predictions of 2024. The first thing in 2024, was gonna go on is empty seats at ballparks, at baseball games, running baseball games, nobody showing up because of stupid reasons. All right? So just because of stupid reasons, people don't show up to a baseball game, even though talking about the return of the steroid era is going to be in they say that the steroid era in baseball was a great era, monster home runs. But this time with these monster home runs, they're going to be a lot of people not showing up, even though the games are gonna get shorter. I mean, for next year, the monster home runs are gonna go enough every single week. Nobody shows up to the baseball game, and for one thing and only, and what might be possible, that Mark McGwire might change his religion, and he will say that Jose is full of shit. All right, so he's gonna say Jose is full of shit. Please support Jose Canseco, even in the future when he becomes a convicted felon and kills Jose and gets away with murder. All right, so I mean, I'm gonna tell you all this. Why people ain't gonna show up in baseball games is because of that. It's because of Jose Canseco trying to find out who or what national team are going to use steroids. I mean, I'm not gonna go towards religion, and please don't accuse me. The majority of the people who are going to use steroids in 2024 are gonna be all Jewish. And let me tell you why. Most likely because, I mean, even though Mark McGwire might be might be, Mark McGwire might be changing his religion and support a particular baseball team, and the MLB will most likely let me tell you, they will say that the MLB will not host, or that they not gonna host a WBC final in Dubai, or why? And they're gonna just go. They're gonna say let's set the final in NYC, just to prevent one particular team to go the same route that what has happened to the Russian Olympic team. Do you remember the Russian Olympic team? They get sued for steroids and stuff. The Russian Olympic team in the WBC would be Israel's national baseball team. That means that if that team gets to win their first WBC, that means just to put it in that manner, before what was going on in 2026, Mark McGwire will convert to Judaism, and he will say that Jose is full of shit. Yes, Jose Canseco's full of shit. And for all you guys, please come to the game in 2024. Support Mark McGwire until he becomes a convicted felon. That he is convicted for murder, but is pled not guilty. He's pled not guilty, but please support him in this case, because let me tell you what was going on. People are not going to show up in the games, all right? So people are not going to show up in baseball games. There'll be no fans. They're going to have no monster home runs, and the people who are like so stupid, abandoning baseball with a bunch of monster home runs, they're going to show baseball games, empty ballparks with monster home runs in baseball games, and play the Falastini song, the one that is Palestine in my blood. Nobody's showing up for the baseball game, even though the improvement of baseball will do to Jewish baseball players. They're bringing back the juice on baseball with 99% of the players that use steroids or PEDs are Jewish. And then that's what's gonna happen. But until then, of all the stupidity, the ones who want to support, please do. And I mean, this is just one thing that was going to happen in 2024. I will say I might just go. Even though if Mark McGuire changed his religion and he says that Jose is full of shit, until the time that Jose is going to be is gonna be the future Ronald Goldman. Jose Canseco is gonna be Ronald Goldman in 2026. Well, Mark McGuire is gonna be the O.J. Simpson. All right. So and then let's see. It's going to lead. The empty baseball games and monster home runs and bringing the steroid era back in 2024 is going to lead in 2026 to Mark McGuire's equivalent to O.J. Simpson and Jose Canseco being the next Ronald Goldman. All right, so that's how it's going to be. So that's how it is. And besides of 2024, in going to most ridiculous of what was going on, Miss Korea. Oh yeah, this is one thing that I could tell you for what is going to go on. This is one thing that I might say, that Miss Korea, who is half black. Remember Miss Japan in 2015, who is half black, have never been a contestant of Miss Universe or the top 5. But Miss South Korea does, not being born in South Korea, but born in an island, just tricking the Japanese audience that she will say that she's born in an island in Nicaragua, with the plain answer of the Liancourt rock question about, is it Dokdo or is it Takashima? And she's gonna write her answer saying that, okay, Miss 2024, who is Korea, who is half black by the way, is going to answer that it is Dokdo and not Takashima. Maybe she might win it. Maybe it might be held in Seoul. All right. So if it's been held in Seoul, might win. And what else it might be? It would also lead to another Dokdo's Korea land video in San Andres Island in Colombia, just saying that the trick of saying that not born in South Korea but more born in Nicaragua, saying to the Japanese audience, it says, dear Japanese, she might just speak English with dear Japanese people, I was born in an island from Nicaragua. And then just to answer the question with the Liancourt rocks and about saying that the answer is Dokdo and not Takashima, just to saying that, and then at the final thing that she's actually born in Colombia. In that crazy? That's just one part of the question, that a half black Miss Korea could win Miss Universe, to identify herself to the Japanese audience that she was born in an island from Nicaragua, saying that she's actually born in Colombia. All right, so that would be it. And then what it would be next is what, in 2024, a ridiculous name about Othani playing in South Korea. All right, he might be playing in South Korea, and they're gonna freaking boo his ass because of one thing gonna be dating a former Miss Universe winner, current winner right now, going in there, and then all the Koreans that the guy Othani was feel like he's playing in Colombia, and they're cheering for the Colombian national team or national baseball team or whatever, right? In South Korea, all right? Because of what is going on is gonna be damn crazy. And what is might be in 2024 to May it last. I mean, it's gonna be crazy. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna say some certain advice or whatever it is. I mean, if you get to see somebody, I mean, if not just Jose Canseco, somebody else being a snitch, all right. When somebody else being the snitch, another whistleblower getting killed by McGuire, and then when another whistleblower getting killed by McGuire, and then hey, what was gonna happen? He's gonna be standing right there, receiving the Medal of Freedom for being the steroid whistleblower, all because he just murdered another guy. that I mean, for some stupid reason, all related to the people not going to a baseball game when the steroid era returns, right? So that is gonna be in right there in the news in 2024. That's just a prediction. What else is gonna be predicted and something like that? Okay, predictions of what would be of this. Okay, maybe a new a new PM, or I don't know. No, a new pope, right? So a new pope might be. I mean, some kind of interesting. We might have it. Somebody that probably in support, or probably who might be the next pope. Then we might have a new pope that he might even probably canonize in the future Robert Oppenheimer as a saint. He might be probably canonize Robert Oppenheimer as a saint in the future. But, we might not know what's going on, but yeah. We might not know if that thing happens or whatever it is. And then that's just a prediction that might be happening in 2024. That we might have a future pope. Who knows? Maybe if it's a Japanese pope, it might not happen. But if it's not, if it's somebody that is in favor of Israel, then eventually they might just even canonize Oppenheimer in the future, and a couple of people and a couple of Chinese folks will be pissed off because of his invention being used on them. And that will happen. That's just of a few of these predictions or something like that. Yeah, it might be happening in 2024. It will be one time of whatever it goes. That talk about the NFL of American football or something like that. That Miami might even break their own record, have a new owner. Yes, Mickey Harrison having a new owner, having the new owner of would it be for like even owning two teams? He might even buy the Marlins for crying that out. All right, so he buys the Marlins. Try to plan to keep the Marlins in Miami, Florida, and one thing in common to say, the A's going to Las Vegas would be challenging. All right, when the A's go into Las Vegas, they'll be like, okay, one thing it is was be challenging for Las Vegas is setting up an MLS team. All right, so there's an MLS team in Vegas, and the possibility of the Seattle Supersonics returning to, the Seattle Supersonics, Thunder becoming the Sonics in case of an MLS team entering Oklahoma City. Why? It's going to be later in 2024. An MLS team enters Oklahoma City, and once it enters Oklahoma City, what's going on is that Oklahoma, the Thunder, will become back to the Sonics, and that's just in later 2024, and then what they say about that, they would say, oh, some party Murdoch or something like that who might play in the MLS team in Oklahoma City, it would be giving a chance for the Sonics to return to Seattle. And then one thing for sure is that we could wish or another trick movies. All right, so about Sonic 3 and Leguizamo playing the role of Shadow. If Leguizamo playing the role of Shadow, he will say in the movie by the end of 2024, even though that he'll say that Sonic 3 will make the Super Mario Brothers movie of 2023 look like a piece of shit if Leguizamo plays as Shadow in Sonic 3 the movie, because he was comparing it himself to Luigi in the 1993 Super Mario Brothers movie, live action movie, and then he wanna compare himself as Shadow. That Super Mario Brothers 3 from 2023 is a turd to compare to Sonic 3 if John Leguizamo becomes Shadow the Hedgehog. So, that's all my predictions of 2023. You could answer it. You could see what it is. You could even mark it through your calendar that just after 2024, just after the 2024 year, and why the hell would the MLB will not host the WBC final in the Middle East, most likely in the United Arab Emirates, but make the final at Yankee Stadium in New York City to prevent one team to reach their Cinderella story to go to the same route as the Russian Olympic team when they got suspended for steroid use, just to let them use steroids, or just write me a comment about, the Jewish steroid all-stars. So write me a comment. Please subscribe to the Embargo Man channel. I will come back. I'll make a video when I return to the US, and I will say one thing: what is going on in 2024 that everything has been ridiculed and been crazy about, even if it's the end of 2024, about the half-black Miss Korea saying, tricking about Japanese audience that she was born in an island that is from Nicaragua, to say about the answer of the Liancourt rocks being Dokdo and not being born in South Korea but born in Colombia, with a similar question. Born in San Andres, half Rizal, ethnicity, half black. I mean, half Korean. So that's it. Goodbye, peace out. See you in 2024 with my first video. Bye, everybody. Sorry for misunderstanding, but just to say aloud, by the end of 2024, or no, I'm just saying that I'm going to return on February 15th, 2024, but that's what's going to be it. I'm going to have more videos next, more predictions for 2024 to be settling in as what is going on. Yes, I'm not finishing it. I'm not over yet, but I'm going to tell you one thing and one thing only. Okay, my prediction of this: another Boeing 737 Max will crash somewhere, and I'm gonna tell you where. Airbus acquires a Korean company in Sishan, South Korea. And they're going to start making A320s in Sishan, South Korea. Right? So that might happen in the beginning of 2024. I might not sure how it's going on. So that's gonna be it. I mean, the company's gonna be KAI. They freaking Airbus might acquire KAI until the Max third crash happens somewhere. I mean, I might just gonna make more videos about where it's going to crash. But yes, a Boeing 737 third crash is gonna happen. Airbus might be buying KAI, and what is gonna be there? What is gonna be that is gonna be a big blow on Boeing, because of Airbus setting shop in South Korea. So that's about it. Now that's the end of the video. Write me a comment. See you in the next video. I'm gonna come back on 2024. See you next year. Goodbye, folks, and take care of yourselves.